Okay guys, just a little update. Got the lowering springs in, lower control arms, UPR tubular subframe, the engine bay is painted now. I got the Hydro Boost rack figured out. I had to use this bump stop kit that came with the car. The new problem is switching from 5 lug to over to 4 lug. So we're gonna figure that out. Show you what's going on up top. We got rear tubular tubular control arms, lowering springs in the back. I got all the stainless steel braided brake lines figured out with the Willwoods. Got the gas tank mocked up. I gotta get a bunch of different grommets for the filler neck and the fuel pumps. What else? I got the welded subframe connectors coming. I think we're actually just gonna pull. Okay, had a little interruption there. Got parts of my sway bar ordered. I gotta wait for the sway bar end links and I gotta paint the sway bar itself. And then we got the caster camber plates adjusted to the base setting. Everything's all in the center. Except for the caster, we got that set back, which actually the instructions say that's what we're supposed to do. So that's all taken care of. This is the factory. The only adjustment it had was a little bit of the camber adjustment. There was no caster adjustment on that. And I do have brand new struts for the front coming. They're getting warrantied off my old car. But lots and lots of parts coming together. I want to get the suspension all done, and then we're going to dive into this. This is a nightmare. That dash is going away. Going back to the old style dash. I got all the pieces and knick-knack stuff off the old 86 Mustang. All the weather stripping. Got my lower valance off of the old Mustang, which was meant for a Capri. We're going to try and make that work with that bumper. Got all my carpet out of the old car, and then I got my dash out of the old car. So I'm going to be modifying this and basically cutting half of that apart. It's basically just going to be a shell. It ain't going to do anything but house the gauges and maybe a radio. So nothing fancy. We're not going to have heat or AC. I got to get a plate made up there to cover all the HVAC hoses that used to come out. And then a little block off plate for down there, the other bottom part where the drain was for the AC. But I think I'm just going to make them out of aluminum and then use that panel bonding adhesive and put them in there. But turned out pretty nice so far. If we keep the pace we're going, it should turn out pretty nice. Alright guys, so worked on the Capri yesterday. We're moving some stuff around. I'm going to get something done with the blue turd restoration today. So I'm waiting on parts. I figured I'd do a little update while I'm here of the hoard. See what everything's doing in here. Got a little bit more walking space in here now. Cleaned some things out. So upcoming projects that I'd like to do. One that's really been bugging me is that one back there. It's all original paint. It just needs cleaned up. I'd like to get that one out and spiffed up and new tires, and that'd be an easy one. These two hydros are restoration projects. So that'll be coming after this guy, which Rooney, you're on my case about this. We got to get this guy up to par. So the guy that does my body work, he wants to do this one. I told him the story about how it's a rare bird. So we're gonna strip it down and make it pretty much perfect, hopefully. So we got that coming next. That's another cleanup job there. Just clean it up. The 69 Suburban 12. And the 15 is just another cleanup job. That one runs. That one, don't know what we're doing with it. That's really on the back burner. It's a big project. This little ST12, this was actually not the one that I originally had, but this is identical to the one that started it all the second time around. So I bought this one just for nostalgia. This is just another clean it up job and new tires and fine tune it. Then we have Tex back there from Texas that Andy Ashbury brought up. That's gonna be a big project. Then we have Rambo. That's Kaylin's project. We don't know what she's doing with that. What are you doing with that, bub?
I'm gonna paint it all glitter.
All glitter?
Yes.
Someday. And we got the infamous Krusty. He's still living large. high on the hog. Then we have one of my really clean Hydrotrack 12s. It just needs the wheels painted and one of Kalen's famous seat covers made for it, which that's going to happen eventually. Just a lot going on. We'll get to it. This is one I'm pretty proud of. It cleaned up really nice. It could use another wax job and seal it up. And I'd like to get a gas cap with a gauge. Then we got Cool as a Cucumber Bandit here. I just took him for a burn the other day. So that's a little update on these guys. Now this storage unit over here is like the one I never even want to go into because it's just a mess. We have this GT18 Hydro Drive that I got stupid cheap. I just want to go through it and get it running and clean it up. And I think there's black paint, not on this side, but on the other side somebody painted on the silver. I'm just going to clean it off. And then we're going to fix the nose cone, but leave the rest of it the way it is. And then all them yellow ones back there, them are just all clean up and fix some jobs. I can't get to them or I'd show yous. Now the one right there, the ugly duckling, the junkyard dog, I'd like to either part that one out to fix all the rest or sell that one. But you know how that goes. Probably not worth even trying to sell. And then I'm going to insert a clip after this or before of me driving the yellow Hydro. It's here now. So get that out of the way because it was starting to rust more on the hood. I don't want anything happening more to it. I'm starting to just fade out all the work I did. That's one. It just needs tires and it still needs that leak. You can see the rag down there catching the fluid. So we still got to fix that leak. Tidy up a few more things and then make that cover like I always said I would. And then fix that front nose cone. But in time, this one I kind of got burnt out on it, so it's gotta have to set, and then one day I'll come here and be excited about it again. And then we got the capri parts out the wazoo. These are extra ones I got from the junkyard just to have them. Matt, if you're watching, we're gonna get to this. I'm gonna try to clean it up, but it'll probably end up being a restoration, this guy. And I have nicer inserts that actually say Hydro Drive on it. We'll get this all spruced up and then get a Kalen seat cover on there. So this is going to be a restoration more than likely. And then them two Hydros, they're just waiting in purgatory right now. They haven't even been cleaned or anything. The one I did take the engine off of and the engine plates cleaned off. So I have the engine ready to go back on. So it's like halfway cleaned. And that's the guy that I drove 8 hours to go get. I haven't done anything with him but pushed him in here and been looking at him. But we're going to get some of these harder jobs done. Get these some of these restorations mixed with some of these cleanup jobs and hopefully get a lot of these to where they're mobile running machines. So that's the plan, to have them have at least 90% of the hoard up and running. That would be the dream. But that's a little update of the storage units, what we're doing. And we were going to maybe take something home, but probably just leave that for another day. We're going to clean up and get the blue turd running back together. So I'll catch you guys back at the house. Well guys, after 2+ years after plow day, we got old Critter giving him a bath. So we cleaned up around here today, moved some stuff, all the implements that are underneath the tarp there, all the grass cleaned up. Just got tired of looking at it. Got all the parts in primer. Still got to do a thick coat on the side of the hood. On both sides the fenders are ready. But we got bored with that. And blue turd, got bored with him, so we figured we'd jump on this and get him back up to par. So we're going to clean them up, get some motivation to put an engine back in them again. The reason the fenders and the hood look flat is they need the wax wiped off of them. So once we get that done and get it spruced up, we'll show you the final result. Got such a beautiful helper over here. Okay guys, so it's actually the next day. So we did get it cleaned up, and this is what she looks like now. Old Critter. It's like it's like reuniting with an old friend. It cleaned up so damn nice, I just want to work on it now. The orange came back to life. I waxed everything. Still need to clean on the inside of stuff, but no big deal. But once we're done with the blue turd and the 67, or maybe in between all the madness, we're going to get an engine down here and put something together. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but making some progress. God, this thing just looks badass. And then for just style points, I figured it's going to be a long time before plow day. I threw another set of hubcaps in the front. And Kaylin's going to make me a sticker for inside the wheel horse wheel weight. So I think I'm just going to leave them weights on there, because if I take them off, it'll probably look like hell. But gotta clean this steering wheel up, maybe take it off and paint it, because this came off of this might be the original steering wheel. It's just so faded. But yeah, I'm just surprised how clean it stayed, how nice the paint stayed on here. So we're gonna get back to it probably next weekend and come up with something. Gotta get some more pieces painted, and then show you guys some more progress with the blue turd over here. So, because I'm tired of looking at it in its this poor state. We'll make something happen. Next step's wiring it, getting the dash painted and put it on, and then we'll be smooth sailing ahead. So, hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you guys later.